Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Neo. In this video, we are working on a return client. I am just showing you her set after about a month. It's been about a month. This set was a simple nude, medium set that we did. I will link that in the cards for you. She came in and as you saw, there was minimal lifting. So I'm just going in quickly and removing her nails. I do have a video on my channel on how I like to do this, but you can see me complete the rest of this hand in real time with a little bit of speed, but you can watch me do it on a client. So usually when clients come in, I will go in with my 5-in-1 bit. This is a 3 times extra coarse, so it is extremely coarse. And I have my Coupa Me file all the way up at 35,000 RPM. So because this bit is extremely coarse and I have the speed up all the way, I'm extremely light-handed when doing this. I do not press down on the client's nail to remove the product. The file, the E-file and the speed pretty much do the work for me. All I do is hold onto that finger nice and tight. I might pull the skin away with my finger from the sidewalls or the cuticle area just to not get the client. The top of this bit is a safety, so you won't cut the client, but even the speed might give them like a friction burn. And as you can see, slowly the color is kind of going away. That's another reason why I enjoy placing a clear bead of acrylic down on clients' nails before applying any design enhancement, because it helps with this process. As you saw, her nails had grown out a little bit. There's a clear line of demarcation between her nail and the extension, and with that clear layer down on the bottom, all I'm doing is filing off any colored acrylic until I see that clear layer through to her natural nail. So anything underneath that is nice and safe. I don't dig down into that. Once I see that clear layer, I just kind of stop filing. We can handle the rest with the prep. So that's what I'm doing. I've got my Young Nails dust collector out. You can see it is getting most of the dust. I've been using it now for a few months. I think I got it around November for Black Friday, and I've been using it consistently, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, every week. And it's doing well. I do find that because there's only one fan in the center, you kind of have to keep the hand in the middle of the collector. I use it vertically now. I used to use it like in a horizontal manner, but because the E-file is spinning towards me, a lot of the dust was also getting on me. So I just learned to just rotate it vertically, and it kind of just helps with that as well. But it's been a miracle worker. If you don't have a dust collector, this is an affordable option. The Macart one is about the same price. I like this one better, just quieter and flatter and easier to clean. So I would recommend the Young Nails one over the Macart one, but any kind of dust collector is great. As you can see, this is the removal process from just one hand, and if you didn't have one, it would just be really messy. You'd have dust all over the table, dust all over yourself and or your clients. It's just something good to have. So like I said, I'm just using my E-file to remove any product. As you can see, I'm holding onto her finger fairly tightly, and I'm just going to be using this file to remove any colored acrylic that I see until I get down to that clear layer. After all of that, I am clipping her nails down. She requested for them to be slightly shorter. I know I was like itching in my seat, like, shorter? Come on, no. But you know, they get what they want. So I'm just using a straight edge clipper to kind of clip the nail a little bit shorter. Her natural nails have been growing out quite a bit. So if you can see, her nail's pretty much the same length as the tip that we have on. So we're basically just clipping down to the length of her nail, but it's not a big transition. We just want to take off a little bit of length. After that, we are just going to use a sanding band. Oh, no, I'm pushing back her cuticle. So this is a disposable cuticle pusher that I purchased on Amazon. I do enjoy using these over the metal ones. They're a little bit more gentle because it's plastic. And these white pieces are like a little rubber piece. So it's not like a hard piece of plastic, and they're disposable. So I don't have to worry about disinfecting those. I'm going in now with a diamond needle bit, and I'm just using this to kind of scrape up any cuticle that might be at the base of her nail plate. I'm also using it to flick up the eponychium to get under there to clean the skin also. So we just want to make sure that there's no dead skin on that nail plate or around her sidewalls or cuticle area. That will affect the enhancement. I'm going to do this in a forward direction like I am now, from right to left. Then I'm going to flip my e-file to the reverse option, and then I'm going to go from left to right just to make sure I get everything up off the nail. And when doing this, I have my e-file at a fairly low speed. You don't want to put it too high, you might cause rings of fire. Also, when using this bit, you want to keep it as flat or parallel to the nail as possible. You do not want to dig into the nail. With this bit, it is very easy to do, and you will definitely see it when the client comes back in, because you'll see that nice ring around the cuticle area. That means you dug in a little too hard. After that, I'm going in with my sanding band, and I am just going to be prepping the natural part of her nail. You'll see I'm only focusing really on that back edge. That's because we are just removing the shine and scraping off any potential cuticle that I might have left as well. If there were tiny pieces of lifting as well, this is when I'll use my e-file to kind of get the rest of that as well. From when I was removing the colored acrylic, sometimes you might see tiny little flecks of white, and that just means that there's lifting there. So I'm just using the sanding band. This is also at a very low speed to kind of get anything else off the nail, just so that we're ready to go with the new application of enhancement. So just to smooth out her skin a little bit more, I'm going in with this diamond ball bit, and it's at a slow to medium speed. I don't have an actual speed for you because my e-file doesn't have one, but I am just going to be smoothing out the skin of the nail, and clients say that this doesn't hurt. It just feels like a, small vibration on the skin. This is only for the skin, and it just helps to smooth it out even more so you don't have any of those white flakes, and it's just a nice, pretty area to work on. After that, I'm just going in with my normal prep, the Mia Secret Dehydrator Primer, and some Young Nails Protein Bond before we get started to give her a fill-in. So this is technically the fill-in part of the service. I'm going in with a small bead of clear acrylic and basically backfilling the nail to cover up the new nail growth that has occurred in the time since their last appointment. This is important. I said it in the beginning of the video. I like to do this, one, because it protects the nail. It gives you the best form of adhesion. Clear acrylic is the best in terms of not having anything else in it like pigment or glow-in-the-dark powders or mica, so it doesn't it has the best level of adhesion that you need for acrylic enhancements, and it helps with staining. Also, when you come back in for a refill and I'm taking off an enhancement, I don't go down to the natural nail, which means there's less chance of me damaging your nail. So it's just something that I like to do. It gives me a nice clean base to work on, And if I change my mind, say I put down a glitter and the client doesn't like it, and I did not put down a clear layer of acrylic, that means I'm filing down to that natural nail after we have already buffed the nail. But if there's a clear layer of acrylic and the client's kind of like, hey, I don't like this glitter or this specific color of acrylic, can we change it? I can just file down to that clear layer. I know I'm not touching that nail, and then we can go from there. So it's just something that I'm used to doing. I like to, if I can remember, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do forget, but in this case, that's what I'm doing. So the color we're going in now is very similar to the color that we used before. In the previous set that she had, we used a sugar and cream color called Eggnog. It was a beautiful kind of warm nude that had silver sparkles and it glowed in the dark. And she came in and chose something very similar. This color is a little bit different. It's more on the sheer side, and I would say it's a lighter beigey kind of nude color. It is called Natural, also by Sugar and Cream. And because these nails are fairly short, I am just focusing on massaging that product away from the sidewalls. We want to maintain that nice square shape that she enjoys, and over the free edge. As you can see, I'm patting constantly, and then we're going to apply that cuticle bead and blend down. These nails, you know, to me they're short, but you know, they don't need very much structure, so you won't see me, you know, adding extra beads to build like an apex or anything like that. But yeah, I'm just adding for coverage. We are not going to be clear capping these nails either, so just using the Sugar and Cream acrylic called Natural to kind of build up the structure of the nail. I will be making sure to clean the cuticles and sidewalls just like that. You just use the tip of your brush, and as you can see, we have a nice shape from the side as well. But I'm focusing on pushing that product away from the sidewall, just so that we don't have a bulky shape. We don't warp the shape that we want, right? She likes that square shape. I'm not going to build extra work for myself. So as you can see, I'm pushing from the right to the left, push the product back towards the center, and then massage it down over the free edge of the nail. So that's basically what's happening. It's a simple one color acrylic application today, so you can just check that out. Here we are straight after acrylic application, and I'm just going in with a medium grit hand file. We are just going to be maintaining that nice square shape that she enjoys. So the shape that we had when I removed the set, I tried to maintain that after applying the acrylic application, and then just using the file to kind of clean the sidewalls. If I added a little bit of extra product on the sides and just get a nice sharp free edge. These nails, she really wants them to be square, so I am just making sure that they are sharp, okay? Afterwards, I'm going in with a medium grit carbide bit, and I'm just smoothing the surface of the nail. The application was fairly smooth, but I'm just using this to debulk if necessary and to clean the sidewalls and cuticle areas. This is not a safety bit, so it is important to be careful. I have it at a medium speed, and yeah, I'm just holding the finger very steady. I'm using my pinky as a fulcrum so that I can use light pressure with the bit, and I am just, smoothing from right to left and going around the cuticle area. You'll see me tilt my hand in a different direction to kind of get the tip of that carbide bit up into that skin area, but not too close because I can cut the client right there. I'm just going slowly from right to left around the cuticle area, and that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to do that for the rest of her nails. Going back in for my final file, I am just making sure that the shape is extremely sharp. We want them to just be nice and crisp, these little, short nails. They're medium, but, short to us. And yeah, I just want them to be extremely, extremely sharp. So I had the client wash her hands, but I like to do this anyway, just in case there's any soap residue or oils or, anything that might mess up with top coat. So I'm just going in with some alcohol and a manicure brush and just cleaning up the nails. Any dust or debris that still might be in the cuticle area has to go. So I've got my Bling box out. It's a Bling box I'm really happy that I found on AliExpress. and it costs about, I would say total including shipping is about 50 bucks. I see people selling these Bling boxes in their personal shops for over 100, sometimes $140, and I'm like, guys, I ordered mine on AliExpress and I got it in 3 weeks. I suggest doing the same. But just because this set is so simple, and this client is actually getting married, I'm so happy for her. She wanted just a little bit of something special, but to keep these nails really simple. So we are just adding a small crystal AB rhinestone to the cuticle of every single nail. I'm using my Zule Bling adhesive, and I thought this was just a beautiful touch. It just gave a tiny hint of sparkle, but we got the nice clean set that we were looking for. I'm going in with a glossy top coat, and then I'm gonna have her cure for 2 minutes just to be sure. Also just because she didn't want to take her hand out of the LED light. So I told her to do it twice, but 2 minutes, and then this set is pretty much done. So here we are with the final shot of the nails. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's a very simple one, but you know, you get clients who enjoy very simple nails. I focused on having nice, sharp, clean application. Hopefully you like this video. We've got a little bit of sparkle, so it's fun. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want, like if you want some more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.